That's supposed to be oil coming out of there. I don't think that's oil. That's a mess. That's water and oil. How did water get in there? Holy shit. I don't know. You gotta put oil in it. Oh, wow. Alright. That's why it stopped running good. Well, this is not exactly the way you change the oil on the wood chipper. You should open the input chute and remove the bolt to drain the oil. But I managed to get most of the oil out. I see that. So I tipped the engine up, which gave me a straight-in shot for the oil, using my Kubota 10W30. This engine takes about a quart, 1 quart, 0.1, a little more. But the trick is you don't actually measure the amount that's in there with the engine tilted up like I have it. According to the manual, you check the oil with the whole chipper in the position it is in there. At this point, I really don't know if I have enough oil in or not. Well, that seems to have solved the problem. I thought better against sticking that wildly crazy limb in. There's a nice hardwood tree going in there. There's another hardwood. It's nice when the engine's running good. Now this was a mistake. Okay, so what happened? I don't know if that little sliver of wood stopped that or if the engine just died because I didn't have the proper amount of oil in it. It did seem to be struggling at this point. There's a good sized chunk of that would be pine. That size is close to the maximum of what this chipper can take. That's probably just under 4 inches at the base. It'll take it, but you gotta feed it sort of increments. Here's a wild branchy thing. Kind of have to wrestle these kind in there. A lot of work for not much chips. I like it when it self-feeds like that. Not good for the blades to stick dirty wood in it. I thought I'd take the excavator and pull some of the debris out rather than trying to fight it and wrestle it out of there. It's been stacked up like this for I don't know, almost a year probably. It's gotten real dry and birds have nested in it. There's probably some rabbits living down in there somewhere. Eventually they will have to relocate. So I don't plan on keeping this stack of brush very much longer. Now I have a sizable pile to play with. So this chipper was a little over $2,000 with tax. It will make some mulch, but you'll get a lot of exercise doing it. There's a very wet tree trunk. The bark fell off and it's very slick under the bark. The wood chips a lot better when it's green, believe it or not. And it burns better when it's dry. Here's a tree that the bark is kind of peels off and stays together. I thought I would tear it, but I could not tear it. The tree is broken, but the bark's holding it together, but I Went ahead and fed it in there anyway. Okay, that is a sudden stop. When this happens, most likely your blades have got jammed. If I try to crank it, it doesn't budge. The crankshaft does not move. Now, in several seasons, maybe 2 seasons, this is the 3rd season I've had this chipper, I've had it clog and jam, but nothing like the jam that I'm facing right now. I can see the wood in there, and usually I can just take a good-sized stick and roll the drum in reverse and get the wood out, which frees it up. But in this case, I tried and I couldn't get that drum to roll. It was stuck. Well, what to do? What to do? There's really no way to get a tool in there to pry it. I'm looking about taking the guard off of the belt or the chain. I'm not even sure what's under the cover there that attaches from the motor shaft down to the blade shaft. So I decided to take the exit chute loose and swing it open. This proved to be the right course of action. I'm not in favor of these bolts and nuts that you have to deal with when you open these chutes up. At some point, it would be smart to replace those with some kind of quick release gadget. I'll be checking the hardware to see what's available. I mean, you do get a lot of jams. It's going to happen a couple times an hour probably. So I couldn't roll the drum, but I ended up getting the hammer and taking a stick and started beating on the only place I could hit it, which was kind of a recess area along the length of the drum, or the cylinder, whatever you want to call it, that attaches the blades to. So by beating it with the hammer, I was able to roll the drum just enough to loosen up the stuck wood. Got the chip out. I wanted to make sure I could crank it before I bolted everything back down, and of course the chute being on a slight hill that it's on, well, it kind of opened up on me there, exposing the turning blades. But I was happy to get it started and continue on with chipping for the day. They would all go through that easily. So at this point, I'm still seem to be struggling with the engine. This is not a Honda engine. It's not a Briggs & Stratton. It's an all-power. That's what came with it. It seems to be a little on the touchy side.